Alright guys, welcome to the follow along. I am working on the project, the Palm Treehouse project. What we have here is I have a palm tree in my yard. It's pretty tall, pretty fat, pretty stable. And what I'm going to do today is what I'm trying to do is design a prototype for a treehouse. And this should be a treehouse product that anyone can sort of design or build right from their house and stick it in the tree. And the idea is it's light, it doesn't damage the tree, and it allows you to enjoy sundowners or a little cocktail or light breakfast up in the tree. And yeah, so hopefully you'll follow along with me, and we can make this thing. So you'll notice I opened Google SketchUp. It's at the bottom, SketchUp 2020. And yes, what we're going to do is model this thing. So first of all, for the design, palm trees aren't real trees. They don't have bark. So we can't have any attachments or anything because that will introduce a crevice or a space where microorganisms can go inside and uh, uh, make the tree sick and have it die. So what we're going to do is we're going to rely on the strength of the tree itself. And if you look at this chart that we have in front of us, you'll notice the high density wood is on the outside, whereas the low density wood is on the inside. And you'll see it basically the fibers calcify as the tree goes higher. So if we look back here, that's basically this green part is where the tree is soft, and it starts to get harder down here. So we'll also notice if we zoom in that the tree is it's much skinnier right here. So just on this brown line where the wood starts to get hard, and also it's skinny, the design that we're going for is a sort of belt around the tree. So downward force will happen and it will push down. And the idea is that we will use some sort of chain and some sort of to sort of hold the tension so it can't go past, so it doesn't go down the legs. And to stop the chain from sort of digging into the tree, my idea to be renewable is to use some sort of recycled tire element. So maybe coat some rubber. So it'll be a rubber cushioning and then the chain sitting. And then the idea is to put the frame around attach the frame to the chain. So I thought initially about making it out of wood, but the wood didn't really pan out in my mind because it was very heavy, and I don't want to risk making it too top heavy because in strong hurricane winds or strong hurricane conditions, we could possibly lose it. Like it would fall down because the thing might want to fall down, you know? All right. Doing a little bit of Blue Peter here, as in this is what we made earlier. Okay, so this is just a quick tree model that I made to use it. The only thing we needed, oh, and what I've already put on is I've made the ring. This will be the donut. So I measured the tree, and it was roughly 1 foot 4 inches of space. So at the top, and we'll want to create something that is just snug to fit across that. So I'm going to just map out those dimensions. SketchUp is easy. It auto predicts where you're putting your it auto predicts the lengths that you need based on what you've done before. So what I like to do is when I'm designing is I like to build everything symmetrical. So then you just need to remember sort of one portion of the plans, and just like in nature in fractals, you can rebuild. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start with the dimensions. I think we want about 3 feet on either side of the tree because that's about as much space as you need to be sort of comfortable. So I'm going to start with those. Let's go 3 feet, 3 feet, 3 feet, yep. And you get the picture. Just mapping out the thing. Now we've immediately got 4 quadrants here, so let's see what happens when we do this. Let's go for a hexagon. Let's see what happens. So I'm just drawing just to play around here. Alright. So just connecting those lines so I can find the center. Okay. Grab it. So I've selected everything by dragging left. I'm going to grab my rotate tool, and I'm going to rotate about point. I'm just going to see how this looks. Two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an octagon. Let's see. You know what's funny? I really thought that I was going to be I was going to figure this out. So, but I can't even remember what I designed yesterday. So we're just gonna go back to what I was working on yesterday. Oh, okay. So looks like yesterday I was just making a square deck. Okay, it's a little bit more simple. Let's see what's going on here. So wood is obviously out of the picture because it's too heavy. So what we're going to try and do is build this thing out of aluminum. So if this looks familiar, that's because it's representative of something. It's actually supposed to be an aluminium frame, and I've used, as you can look in the bottom right corner, you can see I've used 2 inches, and that is for the 2-inch aluminium bar that is widely available. Now, what I've also done is I've modeled it into 4 sections so it can be made modularly, and you can see all of the 4 sections are equal because if I chose to move it, they all just fit together Oh, actually, that's pretty. You could probably do that too. It's really cool. That's just a bigger square though. Anyway, 4 sections, and let's see how this looks. Mm, mhm. So what we're doing is we're putting it on the tree to see how it fits. Right. Okay. So here's the idea. If the chain and the tire is below, then this frame can sit on top. Right? So let's really get into it now, and let's actually see how this plays out in theory. What I'm going to do is make this 3D, so I'm just going to extend all of these bars to their natural dimensions, which is 2 by 2. I was making some bar stools with my welder, and I made them out of 1 by 1, and he made fun of me. He said, that's not a chair for a man. A real man needs 2 by 2. So I think he'll be happy to hear that I've manned up in his eyes and upgraded to the thick metal. Okay, looking pretty good. Now, let's see. Now, what I was thinking, because it needs stability, is what if we made a sort of microcosm of this? We made a not a microcosm. We made a smaller version. So it actually maybe, yep. So let's just do some crazy stuff. Let's see what happens when we grab this piece here. Edit, paste in place. Bring it down. No. Make it unique because we're going to edit this, and since it's a component, we don't want it changing it to affect the other pieces in the model. We'll set 90 degrees. Okay. Hmm. Now the question is if we do this, and we extend this, is that giving it structure? I don't think so. I think if anything, you're connecting these two, this side here and this side here, around the tree. So if anything, you would want to connect those two sides. So let's try something else here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit and paste in place, and that adds it geometrically. All right, and cut.